At the piano.
Yes.
So do you play it every week then, is it?
Every Friday.
Every Friday night, is it?
Just Fridays now. Yeah. We used to do a lot more of it at one time.
Right.
Like cutbacks and everything. The other. We used to have 2 or 3 pianists playing.
Okay.
Different styles. Going back a bit. Then there was cutbacks because the hotel went into administration for a while.
Right, okay.
And had to sell 2 of his hotels to catch up. He had 5, the owner of this.
Yeah.
But he kept this one.
Don't blame him. It's a lovely location, isn't it?
Right over the sea, yeah.
Yeah.
But I used to play for when he didn't have it actually, because that used to be a little area for. It wasn't a restaurant; it was a lounge. And on a Saturday night, they'd have a duo playing or something. And then the bar used to be over by the corner, and then they put new bars and everything else. Like everything else, it changed.
Yeah.
Which is nice, really.
So how long have you been playing here then?
Oh, 20 years on and off.
Oh, dear.
I had hair when I started. It's just the tension, you know.
So have you always been into music? Have you always been like the pianist of different places and all that? Yeah.
Yeah. I started in bands, you know, the usual. In Birmingham, where I'm from, you can probably tell. I wanted to be a pro. My dad said, "No, you can't be a pro. Problem is, it's not a proper job. Get a proper job." So he made, I became a car mechanic.
Oh, right. Well, you would do in Birmingham,
get
wouldn't you?
An apprenticeship, and you've got something to fall back on. He said, and I've got it until one end of the cloth of another now. It's no different anyway.
Yeah. No,
but I did it, and I was playing in a local band at the same time when I was 17, and just carried on from there. Then I put an audition in for London. And I joined a band called the Leslie Douglas Orchestra. It was quite a big, well-known band of the day, with the Bonnie Aldis and the Squadronaires. Yeah. They were quite big bands of the day. And I was, 20 then? And I went into that, and then I met my wife, because she was singing in a show in Scarborough.
Yeah,
and then
we love Scarborough.
We went to Bridlington, that's where we actually met. And that was it, really. And then she got an agent. Went into a show and she said, I've got to have my own pianist, which was me. Yeah. And then she got booked, and then the agent, Derek Bolton, he's made a few records and put a few. We got to #1 in Holland.
Wow. What was that called then?
I forgot what it was called now.
You #1 in Holland.
When you learn to love again was one of the tracks. I don't know what the
other
one were. You go on the internet, you can see it, and you'll see Patsy McLean. They only got the one on there at the moment. Yeah. But he got to #1 in Holland. Didn't do a thing in England. So we went over there and did some recordings over there. And then the agent came and booked us anyway. Then I joined the Eric Delaney band, which was the big band of the day. She was a vocalist. And then in between time, we did the summer seasons. And then I was working with Morecambe and Wise. Right. And all that lot. And just went on from there.
So you do the tour then with Morecambe and Wise, or was it just one place?
What we did, they used to do what they used to call the bank raid. Every spring and autumn, they would go on a tour, 4 weeks. Yeah. Right? And they used to nickname it the bank raid. Because every house was a full house. Wow. Right? Yeah. And I was in a band called the Eric Delaney, a big name band, the drummer of the day. And we used to back him all the time. And I think I got a photograph of me in the early days when I had hair somewhere on here. Anyway, where are we? I can never understand this now. Albums, stories. I'm not very good technology, you can probably see.
Well, we're not far behind you, I wouldn't worry about that. If it doesn't have an on and off switch, we're worried.
Pardon? Well, that's my wife with the Coldstream Guys doing a cabaret show once or twice. With the Coldstream Guys. That was for a TV show.
Wow.
It was a Ford car promotion show.
Ford car promotion show.
And they wanted to do it. She had a
That's
company dress on
amazing.
and did that, yeah.
Fantastic. Are you a vocalist as well, Paul?
No. There's me in the nude.
You trying to get us banned?
I was with Harry Worth, right?
Yeah.
I was his pianist, because everybody said to me, why does Harry Worth want a pianist? He's a bumbling actor in the day. I said, well, he sings, he dances, he does cartwheels. And we should have a two, because he was very good at it.
Cartwheels.
And they did a sketch at a nudist camp.
Right, okay.
Right? And they were short of a bloke. And I said, come on, Paul, you do it. So I had to walk on and a carton round me.
Yeah.
Obviously, we weren't in the nude, obviously.
Yeah.
And then all I had to say was, Cam picked up and said, somebody's got to do the shopping. That's another one, yeah. And there's another one, Patsy, that's my wife there,
Yeah.
with famous actress, Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds, yeah?
Yeah, that's where we were in Las Vegas.
Wow.
I can see that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is Debbie Reynolds here.
Debbie Reynolds, yeah. We were
Oh,
in
wow.
Las
Fantastic.
Vegas,
Yeah, Las Vegas.
yeah, she used to have a hotel in Las Vegas.
So have you played Las Vegas?
No.
No, just stayed
And
there.
there she is, my wife, with Lord Louis Mountbatten.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We did a few of those programs, yeah.
My granddad always said that he met Mountbatten once.
Yeah.
And he actually spoke to him. I said, what did he say? He said, get out of the way.
Yeah. But in this particular show, because he was governor of the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
Apart from he actually left India and all that. He
Yeah.
was governor of the Isle of Wight. We were working in the summer season. And they did a show for him or something. So he was sitting in the front row. And Ray Allen, remember Ray Allen?
Yeah, Ray Allen, the
Yeah, Ray was
ventriloquist.
there, yeah. Lord Charles.
Yeah.
And he was sitting in the front row and he had a few to drink before the show.
Yeah.
And when the kid came on, he fall asleep.
Really?
Ray Allen was doing his Lord Charles act. And he noticed he was asleep. And he said, oh, no, silly off, it's asleep at the front row.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, when we had the photograph, he said, well, I want to photograph with everybody on. He said, all right. And he said, that young lady there, singer, what's her name? Patsy. Well, he was 6'4". My wife's only 5 foot.
Yeah.
So that's why the difference in height.
Bloody
He said,
hell.
oh, can you stand next to her? So I said, yes. So that's
Think about the ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist.
Yeah.
yeah, but Ray Allen.
Ray Allen. He actually made his name on the radio before he made TV. So he had a ventriloquist on the radio,
Yeah.
wasn't it? It was the oddest thing ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Ray Allen, yeah, he did a lot of TV shows.
Yeah, afterwards. But he made his name on the radio. How
I
mad is
believe all
that?
his flowers are fresh everywhere all around the hotel.
He
It's
was lovely,
lovely.
was Ray.
Was he?
Yeah, lovely. We did 2 summer seasons here at Paignton.
Wow. So who would you say was the best person you worked with, and who would you say was the worst person you worked with?
I don't know, man.
Because you worked with so many.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, we've been sat there listening to you. It's been like name drop heaven for me.
Yeah, but it's all true, obviously.
Oh, no. I know that, but just wondering who would. Oh, all right then. So, who do you think's been your biggest inspiration? Musical.
Go Baker.
Yeah.
Band-wise, yeah.
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 Do you-
Yeah, and to be on the same cruise ship at the
Yeah.
too, on a jazz cruise with him and this band and Sarah Vaughan, and my wife was doing duets with
Yeah.
Sarah Vaughan. And when we got into New York, Ella Fitzgerald came on with Tony
Wow.
Bennett.
Jeez. I
And
like Tony Bennett.
ironically, his British manager
Yeah.
was my wife's British manager.
No way.
Right?
Yeah.
So he didn't know who Patsy was, so we introduced. Oh, Derek
Yeah.
Bolton was the manager. And he used to book Eric Delay and all these big acts. And he was the English agent for Tony Bennett.
Wow.
And we spent a fortnight when he came on. And then one of his arrangers who did all his ideas, called Tony Tambrello, he did this arrangement for my wife. And I changed the key, recorded it. We did it on the BBC a few years
Wow.
later.
On the beach.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Well, it was an absolute pleasure
thank
to
you.
meet you, Paul.
Thank you very
Absolute
much.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Been
Fantastic.
fantastic tonight.
Superb.
Thank you.
You've
Yeah.
made our night,
it's
haven't
all
you?
Really.
true.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
know-
So where does this
100%.
go now?
What we do is we've got our own channel called the
It's
Lolly.
a bit of a new modern TV series, if you like. So it's on YouTube,
Oh, right.
and we call the Lolly and Marky Show.
Right.
And we're doing quite well. So we get about 52,000 views.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, we get a lot of people. What we're trying, like I said, what we're trying to do is there's a lot of YouTubers who will just come in and be quite,
Yeah.
you know, and we don't want to do any of that. What we like to do is
Yeah,
find
we like
out
to meet real people.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and talk. So if you go on our channel, we've done stories with cafe owners in Clandilno. We've worked
We're
really
just
hard.
meeting
and got them.
interesting people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And
And if we
so
come
I'm
across,
interested
if we come
Oh, yeah,
across
very.
someone, you know, as interested as yourself, cha-ching.
but you know what? The world is full of amazing, interesting people like
Oh, it
yourself with
is, yeah.
amazing history. So
Yeah.
many good stories, and so many YouTubers out there. Just forget about that. They'll come around and show you the bricks and mortar. Oh, don't blame you. And I just think, you know, if we get
Well,
opportunities,
do you want to hold that? I'm gonna.
yeah, if we get opportunities to talk to the likes of people like yourself with such great history, great memories, amazing things that you like to do.
All right.
So that's what I said. So we just put it on our channel, and hopefully people like us will tune in and watch it.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, so do we as well. So again, thank you very much. You've made our evening. It's been
you
absolutely
very much.
marvellous. But yes,
And if we're down here another time, maybe on a Friday night when you're here, I love to sing, so maybe I'll get up and sing while you're playing.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, been
Yeah,
fantastic.
that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
So thank you very much, Paul. It's been
Thank you
wonderful.
very much. It's
Okay.
lovely meeting you.
And
you.
yourself.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.